He's out front. He's pretty happy with his race car. He said back in the pack, it was a bit edgy, but as soon as he could get some clean air on that car, he said, I think we're going to have a fast race car. His spotter, Eddie DeHunt, just told him it's time to be greedy.
There he goes. There we go. Here we go.
Oh, upside.
Side down.
Side.
Well, AJ, that was a humdinger time. Talladega, world's fastest junkyard.
Ohio there, that bright orange 13 had led just 3 laps before today. Spent a good amount of time out front, but now it's Grant Enfinger, last year's winner, in contact, and Coughlin goes around. Big hit for Coughlin and Fontaine and others involved.
Probably going to make the playoffs for him. I mean, that was just one of those moves that you don't know where the trucks are going to go, and you go with your instinct and shooting for the gap there. But those are big hits.
That's the 13 of Coughlin and then the 47 of Fontaine. Now on board with Myatt Snyder.
He sees.
Working here. Outside, outside. Outside, outside.
Yeah, he was just in trouble. You know, when he started going up the racetrack, and you could see that steering wheel.
Junior to the bottom of the track. Junior will win Daytona. And the big one happens behind them.
Oh, my God.
Austin Dillon into the catch fence.
Bottom. Rex starts in front. He runs in the back of the 24. Gets up on the 11. Now he's on top of the 50.5. Now it's just along for the ride. Yeah, watch the car stop. Watch the car stop. It gets into those poles, and it goes from, I don't know what, 180, 190 miles an hour, I'm just guessing, to a complete stop. That is unbelievable.
And it looks like a tour. That's 3,500 pounds. That stock car is extremely heavy. You see here, after he's upside down, the 2 is spinning. Obviously, he's already lost control, makes more contact with the 3.
The white flag is out.
They're going to crash.
Sauter with a big run. They're crashing. Christopher Bell upside down. Outside, second in line.
Peters gets bumped. Looks like William Byron got jumped by the 86. Look at Timothy Peters on the inside as Christopher Bell tumbles down the front straightaway. Timothy all the way to the inside of the racetrack, because you know, a lot of new pavement down there, guys, and that makes such a huge difference. They don't get any grass. A lot of huge pavement scrubs off a lot of that speed.
I count 13 rolls for Christopher Bell. Watch it.
Well, Daniel Hemrick almost went underneath that 4 truck of Christopher Bell.
It's a testament to the safety of these racing vehicles that Christopher Bell can take that kind of ride.
There we go. There was no way.
Boyer's in it. Bobby Labonte's in it. Stremmy's in it. Jeff Thornton down to the ground.
Nothing else coming from.
And this kid's ugly. Watch this thing.
Right on top of Ryan Newman.
Hadn't Ryan Newman had cars on top of him before here?
I think the 2009 race.
I think
Lowski and Carl Edwards coming to the checkered flag. Boyer's 15 comes up, clogs the track. Both Labonte brothers involved. Stremme,
Jamie
number of those
McMurray.
smaller teams on the way to a good finish here.
Jeff Gordon sliding down through the mud.
In the 55, into the picture, pushed by Casey Mears. Kenseth with Harvick behind him. Oh, there's contact.
Get out of you now.
Stewart into the middle of the pack and over.
Fortune's out.
Waltrip in the 55, Mears in the 13, Stewart in the 14.
You can see Tony just a little bit late in making that move to get back down. Harvick and Kenseth on the outside had a run, so they were literally going to go by him on both sides.
Watch the two. The championship leader somehow avoided getting really torn up in that.
See, it looked like Martin Truex was going to get through there. Bobby Labonte caught him right at the end.
They waited all day to do it, but it was big when it happened.
Sure. See Michael Waltrip just barely catching the left rear quarter panel of Kevin Harvick. Get him involved. Stewart's car upside down on top of Casey Kane's number 5.
Everything's going fine. You think you're in the right place, doing a good job. All of a sudden, a bunch of cars go by you on the outside. And you're so wide and say, roll, what?
Whoa, trouble.
Boy,
the 2-car upside down, over and on to Scott Briggs. It's the big one.
Oh, boy, who is that still flipping?
Sauter. It was Johnny Sauter.
There's not anybody left.
I mean, I only see about 4 or 5 cars that are coming around through 3 and 4 right now that were not in this race. They see Mike McLaughlin in 18. They're still getting upside down. People, cars driving under cars.
Oh, there it is. Hard into the wall, the 41 of Kurt Busch. He'll collect the rest of the field.
The 18's in it, the 48's in it.
The 88 is in it. Just on the front edge. He starts to roll now on the apron.
Just
looks like the 78. Was that the 38 perhaps? David Reagan?
Yeah, I think it was a 38. It's like that 78 trying to make it 4 wide. That's the moves we see drivers make. Late in the race, you see right there the 78 trying to get on the outside.
And this is what we talked about all week. Why do the playoff drivers fear Talladega? Because of this. Every one of these drivers, the 18 of Kyle Busch, the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse-Schuster, the 48 of Jimmy Johnson, you see heavy contact there as well. 4 of Kevin Harvick. They have to be in the middle of this pack. They have to fight for the points. That's why those stages are so important. Think about the points that were gained by Keselowski, Blaney, even Johnson. He got 10 points over the stages. That's going to take a little of the sting away from this accident, because this has eliminated all of these race cars.
And this is back-to-back weeks for the 18 of Kyle Busch to have a wrecked car.
Big hits.